Hello guys, today we're gonna be talking about June's update and especially we're gonna be talking about upcoming Stronghold honing buff. So as you know, finally, I'm gonna quickly pop up the screen. Finally, they announced that we're getting a Stronghold research available at item level 1460. So this is gonna help for your alts to level up to 14, 15. So basically to do normal Walton, unlock relic accessories and so on. So this is pretty good. We're finally getting it. I was already, disappointed that we didn't get it. Like last time they announced we're not gonna get it, but suddenly with all this, silence, it came out and it's gonna come out. So it's awesome, guys, for us. So I'm gonna close this down. We don't need this anymore. So for myself, like I have my main at 1467. I'm just leveling it slowly. I reached Vika's hard, and so on. And as you can see, all my other alts with whatever I'm playing, they're at 3070. Shadowhunter is 85. I tried to enchant it before, but I thought I'm just gonna wait for a Stronghold buff since it's gonna come out now, so I'm not gonna push it anymore. So this was the best parking spot for our alts before this announcement, to be honest. I mean, you could push like one extra charger to 14, 15, but it's a whole lot of expensive to do that right now with the current, honing rates and the prices and everything. But with upcoming Stronghold buff, this is gonna change, and with that, you can start pushing your alts to 14, 15, which is gonna be actually awesome, because Stronghold buff is gonna give you 10 additional chance, to succeed, and it's gonna give like 20% cost reduction on leapstones and on shards, I think. I don't remember about other materials. So it's gonna get much cheaper, especially since we have the big books now as well. If you go on other materials, not other, it's where, yeah, our books is over here. So since we have the books as well, which is gonna give you additional 10%. So let's say the minimum is gonna be 30% chance, which is much better than if you had, let's say, 20. Plus, if you use the additional honing materials, you can go up all the way to like 40, 45. So this is gonna be much cheaper to level up your alts, to 14, 15, which is gonna be really helpful. I have a few examples, as well over here. So this is what would cost, for you to upgrade, weapon to plus 15 and armor to plus 15 with current rates without stronghold honing buff. So as you can see, it's like 16k gold. This is average case scenario, guys, right? So 16k gold, like 30,000 destruction stones, which is all expensive, and one piece would cost you 17,000 on average guardian stones, plus around 1,000 leap stones. So now with the honing buff, without any extra books or anything like that, you can see this number is gonna be. Oh, did I screw up? No. Okay. So this number is gonna be quite a bit lower, So gold is down from like 4k. Leapstone is down like by 300, something like that, Then the destruction zones as well is only 20k, and this is average case scenario. It could be less, much less. And the guardian stones are down as well by 7k. So as you can see, it's gonna get much cheaper for you to push your alts, past that 3070 or 3085 at whatever spot you had them. And with this, I'm gonna be recommending for everyone who has their mains at 1460, to push your alts to 1415 slowly, like one at a time, and use the bound materials, of course, because if you start buying the like leapstones especially, they're gonna get super expensive as well because leapstones are still trading for quite high price. So try to collect as many as you can, the big leapstones, the big juicers, and just start pushing your alts whenever we're gonna get a stronghold research. Because with the books And with additional honing materials, if you plan to use additional honing materials, you can get like 45% chance, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not a bad deal, you know, guys. You can actually get those enchants quite quickly, and you can, you know, start doing Walton. Start doing with 14, 15, you unlock quite big things, you know, to be honest. You unlock Descaluda, so you straight away unlock extra chances to get some good relic items. Of course, more big juicier lipstones. This probably gonna get much cheaper, you know, with the update, because if Al's gonna start popping at Descaluda, you're gonna get as much, double as much as lipstones you would get from the Fox. So lipstone's gonna get cheaper. I assume that they're gonna get cheaper, but of course people are gonna start pushing out, so prices might stay the same for a while, but afterwards they're gonna start dropping. Then what's big, you're gonna unlock the Southern Dungeon, which gonna drop you relic tripods, relic stones as well, sadly no relic accessories. Then you're gonna lose gold from these two, but it's not a biggie, you know, it's not a big deal. You're gonna unlock the Walton, you know, the normal one, which is gonna give you around 1,700 gold, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Now, if you open the boxes and everything, so pretty much it covers this one, but you unlock the Escaluda. The pretty much most important, you unlock the relic items, which is a big game changer because it increases your chances to get some valuable loot. You're still gonna have your Argos gold drops and, you know, all that, you know, from Argos as well. You're just gonna be losing Abyssal Dungeons, but still it is worth it, guys. So I have a quick spreadsheet on my notepad. Just gonna quickly open. So this is my preferences, and this mostly what people in Korea do as well. So main is 1460, alts will be parked at 1415. This is probably the best one and the cheapest way, you know, to leave your alts there without investing way too much, you know, gold or materials on it. There's a second option, but I would recommend the second option after you done pushing your alts to 14, 15. The once you play, normally it's like 6 characters, you know, per people who play a lot. So I normally would recommend to do this after you finish the first step, you know, with getting all your alts to 14, 15, because this is the most important. You unlock the Scaluda, you unlock relic accessories. This is a big game changer. And after that, you can do this step. So basically, you can push to 1430 to start collecting, you know, relic crafting materials for full relic set from Vikas. So you can do normal Vikas at 4030. And after a long time, if you want in the future, you could go for 1445, but it will be much more expensive, you know, to get there. You can do it slowly, but I would just recommend, you know, to stay here. Whenever you're done with this, start going for 4030 if you want to get your characters more and more, you know. It's gonna get more expensive as well to get here because the honing buff is gonna only work till 14, 15. So basically till your gear is plus 15. It doesn't work beyond like plus 16 and 17. So you're gonna have to enchant your gear, you know, to plus 15 if you want to save, you know, like materials and your stuff. But then, whenever you're ready, you can go for this step. And if you want to progress even further, you can go for 1445 to craft your relic gear. But to be honest, this is not really necessary. Because with relic gear, what you're gonna get, you're just gonna get the Molten Heart. That's like, I think like 1,000 extra gold, 900 extra gold, you know, a bit more loot. But the cost is quite immense to get here for an alt. Unless you have a lot of materials. Then for other guys, you know, who are not yet at 14, 16, you know, for like um, people who started later, you know, and so on, they don't have the main at 14, 16, and so. So if your main is at 14, 15, your alts should be 30, 70 or 30, 85. So this is pretty much the best probably spot. I mean, you can push to 35. It's not expensive to be honest, because you're gonna get pretty cheap and you're gonna get legendary accessories from Chaos Dungeons. Because as you know, Whenever you reach on Punica 85, you're gonna start getting legendary accessories because 3070 doesn't drop any legendary accessories. That's the big minus. But on 85, you start getting some legendary accessories. Sometimes, if they're decent drops, you can still sell them for a good amount of gold. So, and for anybody else, if your main is only a 3070, so your alts 3040 or 3555, this one is I could say maybe only one or two alts because you can do dispatch. You can dispatch your characters for YOHO, even though they're not 3070, because in Korea YOHO was doable at 3055, and I don't know why they didn't change this for dispatch, since it did change it for the raid itself, like for the Guardian raid itself. But on dispatch you can still send them out, to get some extra big juicy lipstones. I think this covers everything that I wanted to tell you guys. So if your main is 4060, your alt parking spot will be 1415. That's the most efficient spot for you guys to be. Further than that, I don't really recommend right now. Maybe just with bound materials if you want to go for Vicas as well. But slowly there, guys. Slowly, because it's gonna get expensive. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is gonna be it for today, and see you guys on the next one.